This car behind me, it's a 1999 Honda Civic DX. There's a crack on the exhaust manifold. I gotta try to fix the crack. I already took the oxygen sensor out. The heat shield just come right out. There's the crack on the exhaust manifold. Looks like the crack is moving down there. There's also a little bit of crack on this side too. Right now I'm just cleaning it up. So when I put the JB Weld on, it'll stay on better. The instruction recommend that the surface be sanded with sandpaper. So I'm gonna use sandpaper to sand it a little bit. I think it would be a good idea if I covered that up. I cover it up with napkin. Try to stand back here too. And maybe down here too. I'm gonna use this towel to clean it up again. Now I'm gonna take out the napkin. Here's what I'm going to use to repair the crack. JB Weld Extreme Heat. Here's some information about it. Saying great for exhaust manifold. So hopefully it works. I'm gonna put the JB Weld all over here, back here, and down here. This is how it looks. JB Weld Extreme Heat. I gotta move this foil. Here's how it looks. I just opened it. The instruction says to mix it, so I need to mix it real good. I'm gonna use this cotter pan to mix it. It's probably a good idea not to use a cotter pan, but I didn't have anything else. If you have a wooden stick, then that'll probably work better. If you use a wooden stick to do the mixing. Looks like it's ready now. The JB Weld the color turned gray after mixing it. The problem now is I don't have a brush I need a little brush so I could put the JB Weld onto the exhaust manifold. I was thinking, I'm gonna use this paper. Just a paper. I can just fold it up. I'm gonna start putting the JB Weld onto the crack. I'm gonna put a lot. I'm gonna try using a color pen. I think it'll work better than the paper. That's how we look. It's been at least 24 hours, to be exact, maybe 25 or 26 hours. I'm gonna check out how the JB Weld Extreme Heat is on the exhaust manifold. I got the heat shield and the oxygen sensor back on. Remember, I used the color pen to mix the JB Weld. If anyone's wondering what color pens are, it's these right here. They're not made for mixing anything, but I just use it. I'm gonna check out the miles on this car. It's 219,681 miles. I put the JB Weld on the exhaust manifold March 17. Right now is March 19. The year is 2017. I'll be back in 4 weeks. About 4 weeks I'll be back and I'll give an update of whether the JB Weld Extreme Heat, whether it works and fix the cracks or not. Right now is April 12, 2017. This is the 4th week right now. I'm gonna check out the exhaust manifold, see if the JB Weld Extreme Heat was able to fix the crack or not. I'm gonna check out how many miles I drove. Since after I fixed the crack. After fixing the crack, I drove 220,042 miles. I'm gonna take off the heat shield and take off the oxygen sensor. Looks like there's a crack. You could see the crack right there. And the crack is going down there. I'm disappointed. I didn't think this was gonna happen. I didn't think it would crack. Cause it's the JB Weld that's cracked right here. This side seems to be okay. I don't see any crack. Don't see any crack here. The JB Weld Extreme Heat. I don't know if they're called JB Weld Extreme Heat or not, but the package does say Extreme Heat on it. It didn't really work for me. So if you want to try it or not, it's up to you. It might work on your car. On my car, it didn't really work.